gonna have to switch between tabs for the one that my phone's not playing ball, so I may need like a couple minutes just to switch tabs.
That's all good.
You know what my laptop's like.
What do you need the OneNote for? Anything in particular I can help with?
I wrote my notes.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Never
You're
mind.
not just copy and paste them into Notepad.
Yeah, if you want some help reading them, I can just read them, you know, if you want.
Interior.
I doubt it would help, man. Fucking such a mess anyway.
Does anyone want to do the DBZ recap?
We met this guy who sat by a campfire and gave thumbs up when he should have been helping, but
Was it Ian?
then
Was he meeting with? Is it Balazar? Who was Bubba's character? Bralion. No, who am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Dean's character in Thingy. No, I.
Bralion Camolock, something like that.
Something like that.
Hey. Always Naefir.
Yeah, I need to remember the accent. It was kind of Frenchish. It was very a loose term.
It's a mix between French and Russian.
Yep, every character I do has a hint of Russian in there somewhere.
Russian.
Yeah,
Or wrench.
definitely wrench.
French 3-2.
What else did we do? We dug some traps. They got set upon by some wolves. One of them was a bit dodgy and got away.
away with it.
Everybody
Just
missed. Trying
sweet
to hit it as it was
backflip.
running away.
Uh,
Calen did a sweet backflip and then immediately got knocked to the floor by a wolf, shouting, "I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk." Or was that Mummers that said that? I don't
That
remember.
was
I remember
Mummers.
someone saying it.
Absolutely not. I was
Weird.
busy cooking an abomination of a pizza.
That was so tragic.
Did you see the picture of it afterwards?
No, did you see the picture? Fuck.
Oh
I think
gosh.
you only sent it to me, Josh.
I don't know. I thought you put a picture of a bowl of mess in the chat. Might have been the
It was
day
like
after.
Eaten mess pizza format.
Oh wait, I
That
think
was
it-
supposed to be a
It's
pizza.
mess.
Oh my god, that's tragic.
It was supposed to be. Oh dear.
Anyway,
If you want to
yeah,
continue the recap.
we spoke to a deer.
Elk.
Trying to get all big for his boots, but turns out he was being pedantic. And we helped him, sent him on his way.
Yeah, I didn't have much charm, so we set him free, but it wasn't the most straightforward of conversations.
Well, I mean, he is what he is. He
was a fun
was freaking out, you know.
Yeah.
He was a good kid.
And
Oh
then
no, I meant the charm on my end. My charisma's terrible, so that's why it played out the way it did.
You just was like fucking and started resorting to shooting.
Shooting the.
I started blasting.
Hey, I didn't hit him. I was taking out the trap that he was stuck in.
Sorry, can you do it in Naefir's voice?
Oh, anyway, I started blasting.
Nice.
Again, wasn't even French.
Is whatever it was.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit.
Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. I will just bring us here for starters.
I'm zoomed so far in, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to.
Okay, I've managed to put that in the worst place possible. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we're popping off. We're like heading out now, aren't we? I forget where we're heading to.
Yeah.
I don't take notes.
So
We have-
basically, the idea was, sorry, Josh.
I was going to say we're hunting down some geezer by the name of...
Andel Rivervale.
Thank you. I didn't highlight it.
Alright.
Let's see. Drop the ball. Josh.
So at the moment, we're just heading up north to where E's source is saying.
It was like a antipasta or it was like a marinara? What kind of sauce?
Arrabbiata.
A bit of a Yeah, that one.
Bolognese.
Pomodoro. I work in an Italian restaurant. Can we move on? I'll keep going. Salsiccia.
Sorry for bringing it up. Let's move. Move on swiftly.
The Dolmio.
No. Is it a bloody
I'm watching that video, George.
Dolmio day?
No. My mom. That's so... Oh, the pain is real. Oh, I've got a sick pause on it. That is disgusting. It looks like goat's cheese, man. What did you do with that? Oh.
I wonder what Gordon would think of that.
Let's be honest though, like, we've all eaten worse.
Absolutely.
So I've cooked and eaten worse than that, like... Oh my god. Anyway.
Alright. So, as you leave the traps behind you, night starts to swiftly approach as you keep getting closer and closer to the village. As you get to the village, it is very dark. It's probably about 11 PM. But you do notice that something isn't quite right. The source from E said that there was a barricade built around the town. That is true. However, there is sort of like a guard tower, but no one is occupying it, or no one is outside. Sort of standing guard. It seems strangely quiet. It's during that fight with the wolves, he wasn't actually that far away, and a fair bit of noise will have been made. So let me just bring you over to the thing. Bosh.
God, it's very dark, isn't it?
Very dark.
Oh, yeah, I did say it was light. Oh, so can you guys not see anything?
Nah.
Absolutely
No,
nothing.
you need
No.
to turn light.
It's very dark. It is Antarctic night.
Oh, you'd have to
I
give
like
each
the
token vision.
Can I not just take off... I don't even know how you do that. I took off the dynamic lighting thing. So surely that should have been...
No, you just turn light off. I think. Put
No.
dynamic lighting on, and then just turn the daylight mode on.
Yeah.
We'll say the word layers a lot.
Okay.
Is it a layer thing?
That's usually a me problem. No.
It's alright.
So, no, that's... movement.
Oh, you know the problem is it.
Ogres have layers.
I'm playing table
Can
tennis.
you
That,
see anything now?
no.
I see what you mean. Whoever it is, they're really good.
Fucking Forrest Gump.
I was just thinking that. Oh my god. Get out my noggin.
Oh no.
How do you give vision? I'm just gonna do that instead.
We should all our circles should already have vision. I think.
Are the tokens on the map?
Honestly, like, have no idea.
This probably isn't a good time for a DM question, but you know, I can like summon a fucking fire Atramach style thing.
Yep.
Can I communicate with it? Does it like, can it answer questions I have, and like theoretically I'm thinking if I can send it into the village and scout about.
Oh, yeah, I could see.
Yep, I didn't give you tokens vision. Whoops,
Oh, there we go.
my bad.
Hey,
Right, you should be able to see now.
nice.
Oh, if you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mr. DM, would I be able to send
Yes.
the Flame Atronach in to scout out and like tell us what it sees, or is it like not able to? Or I'm not really sure of the nature of these things.
He's visible.
For the sake of this, I'm going to say no, you can't. It's basically like a simple elemental, so it can't just be like, yeah, pal, there's 3 people in the house over there.
Alright, sick.
Can't
Which
really
house,
do that.
theoretically? Just that's my friend.
Yeah, just this one. There's
Thanks,
about
man.
5 people in there. Don't worry
Thanks,
about
man.
it.
How much light is actually around like this village? Like, is the torches and things, or is it all in like pitch black?
It's a fairly simple village, so there's only like a few lights around. It's not like there's light sources everywhere.
Okay.
So there'll be some like on the outsides of the buildings here, sort of like near the doors.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta say, because like, I am basically invisible in pure darkness. If anyone uses like dark vision to see me, I'm invisible to them. So I can.
I mean, it's sort of like there's a fair amount of light, but it's not super illuminated,
Mhm.
and it's not massively dark either. I know that's very wishy-washy, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right then. So you finally get to the village. As I said, there still seems to be no one at the guard tower, no one in front. And he will turn around and say to everyone that he will go first and sort of brings Bralion with him. So if these guys will go first, and if you guys sort of want to stay near the entrance of the village, sort of just keep an eye out for.
Can I climb
Well,
up this
friends.
guard tower?
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you want me to make any checks?
Let's give it will be a athletics. So yeah, just give me an athletics. Hey, you, get back here.
I'm gonna hide in this bush though. I've got like a
No, you're
hiding
not.
thing. Damn it. I have to stay outside this fence.
What do you move me for?
Can I hide in this
I
bush?
don't mean to do that. So basically what he means is sort of just stay at the entrance, and when he gives the signal, that's when you should move.
Okay.
As he sort of raises his hand.
Still hiding in the bush.
Did I... Who's blue? Did I get rid of your token, Paul?
No, you've put me off the bottom of the map. I'm like down. I'm down. I'm down here, like just off the edge.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Thank you.
There you go. Am I going to have to give this one vision? Yes, I will. If one of you wants to sort of stay near the front as well. As he sort of makes his way, looking around the village, seems very strange that no one's around. He sort of gets to layers. He sort of gets to about here until he hears that's far enough. As this man will cannot move him now. Sorry, I'm messing up
Alright, mate.
plays.
Do not worry.
So, as he calls out, he will stop as he makes his way to the centre, almost like to block him. He seems stronger than the guards that have just sort of come down the road now, if you can see them up there. To the top left and right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he is basically just going to stop here. And this guy will approach him, basically saying, we have heard some reports of some suspicious looking people skulking around the sort of around the area, and our scouts haven't come back. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you? Probably are supposed to be up here. He will sort of just say, this is a free country, I can go where I please. I was hoping to, I'm looking for someone. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you? This guy will sort of think about it as he sort of signals to the guards to come a bit closer.
As I see this, can I like slink into the grounds and walk along the fence?
Stealth
Stealth. 17 plus 5. Plus, I'm also, if I'm in darkness, I'm completely invisible.
Okay, so I'm going to say as he has caught the attention of this man here and the guards that are approaching him. Naefir swiftly sort of covers himself in shroud as he runs round the barricade and into some shrubbery, and they do not seem to have noticed him.
Excellent.
This man here, he seems to be sort of more of an authority as he sort of brings the guards a bit closer. He just doesn't really say anything as he scans the area, and this man here is sort of getting a bit impatient now, is sort of saying, sort of ushering for a response. It's like, hey, I asked you a question. What are you doing here at this time? As he will slowly approach him, and he will just say, I told you to stop, but before he manages to finish that off, he will stab him with his short sword.
Jeez.
As he sort of like coughs up blood, and he basically just says, I think you already know why I'm here, as he kicks him off his sword.
Right, I run the fuck in there.
I can say I fire as well.
Hang on. In this, everyone gets a round of surprise. I'm going to consider that as E's turn of surprise, so anyone who wants to make an attack, you are free to do so.
I would definitely take an
will
attack.
Absolutely do that. Do you want us to roll initiative first, or
Yeah,
do you
can we roll initiative?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, baby! Oh shit, I forgot to wait for this.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I pressed the wrong button, sorry about
It's a waste of 6.
13.
that. Off.
I'll take it.
Are you mad?
Why
My
do you
entire
know?
subclass is based on having good initiative.
I've got a +6 and I still got a 9.
So, that's descending. 3, you roll a 20.
19 will do though, doesn't it?
Well, I've done it anyway.
Hell yeah.
Again. So Henri, I'm going to say you can move into the village, but with this round of surprise you get 10 feet of movement and you can make an attack. This
Okay.
dude is dead, by the way. But I don't want to do anything. In fact, no, fuck it, he's dead.
You just move him into the shadow along the side.
Guess I'm here. How far to this? That is 50 feet. I'm a bit further away than I would like to be. I don't have any things to throw.
Do you not have any ranged spells?
I do, but I would instead like to throw the shovel, given it.
Alright then, if you want to make just call it an unarmed attack, 'cause it's an improvised weapon. Actually, would you be able to throw a shovel that far?
50 feet?
Probably not.
Right. I mean, I could
Yeah.
roll something for it.
It'd be like a 20 to 60 range.
Yeah, it'd probably be like, yeah, same as a dagger, 20 to 60, but it'd be a disadvantage.
Alright, you can do a disadvantage then.
What am I rolling?
Like an unarmed attack.
Oh, I see. I don't have one in the list. So what is it?
If you have anything like a dagger, just do that. And then I'm going to say that the damage will be based off your strength modifier. As you throw in it.
The closest I have is a sickle. It's a D4 plus 1.
Rolled at a 10. So as all this is going on, you decide to basically just try and overhand throw the shovel. It doesn't quite reach him as it sort of lands in front of him.
But you do 2 slashing damage to the floor.
There's
Yep.
a shovel here, guys. Feel free to use it.
It's made a bit of an indentation in the ground.
Just throw it in front of him. Dig your own grave.
That's intimidation,
Probably
surely.
come in handy a bit later on in the fight.
Really just thinking to himself, is that the signal? Is that the signal?
What, the spade or the stabbing of a guy?
Yeah. One or the other.
Oh, damn, he's sad.
I'm not sure the first one was a signal, maybe the second one.
I wonder when the signal's gonna happen, yeah.
Well, he's kind of thinking, well, I've already killed... he's thinking, I've already killed someone, what are these guys waiting for? So he's just going to sort of... he's going to look back to Henri and Naefir, just being like, yeah, that was the signal, by the way. I just stabbed a dude.
Okay. Alright, well, that's the end of my turn anyway. That's all I'm allowed to do, so.
Yep.
Next.
So... Mummery, it's your turn.
Bralion is going to use his longbow and get the guy right next to it. Point again.
Okay.
So 18 plus 6 is 24.
If 24 does hit.
It's 10 piercing damage to him.
Oof. So as the shovel lands right in front of him, what he doesn't notice is that Bralion has scuttled round the side into the brush on his right hand side, if he's looking at us, and basically an arrow just flies into his side, dealing 10 damage, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so he's sort of gonna force the flash, kind of like, ah shit, I've been hit, kind of thing. So he's going to reach into his pocket and blow a whistle. You don't quite know what that's for yet, but if you want to carry on with your surprise round.
I assume we don't have time to react to that and like try and take a shot before he blows it. No?
Yeah, I thought we got surprise first, didn't we?
Okay, yeah, it'll do that at the end of the surprise round, sorry. So he's sort of reaching into his pocket. If you...
Okay. Because I am hidden, do I roll with advantage?
Well, you're making an attack roll, so I would say no.
Okay. That's a 2, so that's a 6, 7 to hit.
7 is not a hit, I'm afraid. What was you trying to hit him with?
My longbow. And I was trying to hit this other one anyway. I wasn't aiming for the one that Mummery went for.
This one on the right.
And I have Dread and Busher as well, so I get to take a second attack on the first turn of combat. So that one is a 13 to hit.
Not quite.
No.
So, Naefir, hiding in shrubbery, sort of box an arrow into his bow as he goes to fire it, but there's sort of a bit of the branches in the way, so it kind of goes a bit too far. It hits this wheelbarrow and it kind of knocks it over as he sort of gets a second one. He kind of fires it and it goes over this guard's head. Now it's finally time for the assassin.
So, seeing the first one get pinged and then the second one not get pinged, I am gonna short bow the guy on the right.
Okay.
I think I have advantage on attack roll. Yes, I do.
Because we're in a surprise round, yeah, you get advantage.
Oh, yep, fair enough. Okay, short
Why don't we
bow.
all get advantage?
Yeah.
It will have because it would have. It's Josh's subclass. Paul isn't a rogue assassin. It's a assassin trait.
Alright.
He just had a straight roll.
14 to
14
hit.
to hit. Let me just have a... Okay, so after quickly climbing up the guard tower, Calen sort of runs to get a vantage point. As you can see that one of them has been hit. She goes to make a shot. Did you shoot the one on the right or the left? Sorry, I don't remember.
I shot the one on the right.
Okay.
Blue screened.
Blue screen?
That's not good.
Yeah. It's insane how much this computer blue screens and like literally fuck all happens. Prince just do it.
Just idle.
There's nothing worse than that idle blue screen.
Error or something.
That's not good. Jeez.
Oh my god.
What move?
Yo, turn it off, turn it on again, huh?
Oh god,
Well, that's what it does. It just blue screens and just starts again.
Oh, it turns itself off and on again?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
it's his own IT department.
Yeah, this needs a different IT guy. You need a bigger
It's
IT
it's
guy.
abbreviation for timeout detection and recovery.
Time out. How old is the
Yeah,
computer?
that doesn't sound
Brand new.
I got it like 2 months ago.
Oh shit! Because like the timeout error when a computer the end of the code have a restart thing, and it just continually
I think
does that.
Power management settings.
Well, timeout was
I
like
forgot
a
to roll
end of the
initiative on
code
these
thing.
guys as well.
It's alright because we're still in the first turn of combat.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Time.
Well, Calen sort of makes a shot, sails right over E's head and into this guard, dealing...
18 damage, boy.
Holy crap.
Always.
Yeah, I pretty much maxed that shit.
Isn't that a crit as well
So
automatically?
No.
No. So this guy's basically sees what happens to this guy, sort
What?
of panicking to try and see what's going on.
What's the assassin ability give? Does it give him more damage as well?
And any hit you score against a creature that's surprised is a critical hit.
Not in its hit.
You what?
What was that?
Probably my sister just walking in and shouting.
Ah, fair enough. Shut up.
Well, it's because I've got my headphones on, so like I can't hear anything else. But people just walk into my room and start just talking to me. Like, not that I'm in a call or anything. I'm literally talking to myself in their eyes. But nah, screw it.
It's just such a sound bite.
Mm.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yep. Our innards don't hurt for too much longer.
No, she's come in complaining that there's a spider in her room. I'm like, yep, go deal with it then.
Hey, Lameo.
I heard what you heard as well, Josh. I was.
Wait, what did she actually say? Because I don't think I heard what I think I heard.
Yeah, no, I thought as she came in the room it was like my innards.
That's what I heard.
I was like, holy shit, are you okay?
Paul, we've been attacked. My innards are coming out. Yeah. Whatever.
Josh? Josh being so polite, he's just like, I hope her innards don't hurt for much longer. And I'm like, yeah, what? I hope she's alright.
I don't know. I couldn't hear it. I've got noise cancelling headphones on anyway.
Oh, it's funny.
There.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, upon the ensuing chaos, a couple of guards that were in the area will sort of make a dash to the scene.
Oh, we're gonna wrestle them.
Just so you know, these guys were in the area. It's not due to the whistle, but they will have heard it by now. So these guys are going to come in and be like, "Oh shit,
Heard what? Sorry.
the elder's down." So obviously this guy who got shot, he will have screamed. So these guys basically coming in to see what's going on.
Okay, that's how we're going with it. Cool.
So they got here after the surprise. Yeah. And then he sort of blew the whistle before these guys got here.
Right.
Let me just roll initiative for them.
Please be less than 4.
Be a bit of a rag now, won't it?
They all roll ones.
Well, I'm just gonna roll for all of them. Do they get an 8? Lucky
Whoa.
Josh.
I'm still smashed, that's why. Take a swig of my hip flask after exploding that man's face.
So, he is going to take a turn as soon as I get off the GM layer. I should probably put the fight music on, shouldn't I? Be a good idea.
If you've got some.
already used this one before.
I think it's my jungle fight music, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's so weird because I actually looked in the audio thing and I found it. I was like, oh, cool. I think I've heard this somewhere before. He's going to pull out his spear and he will throw it at the guy on the right. Oh, he's still got disadvantage. Why have I put that on? Shit's sake. Hang on. Why is it not rolled damage?
It'll be on the actual token.
It has rolled damage. 6 piercing.
That's it? I can't see it. Oh, never mind, I can see it, yeah. So he basically just picks up his spear, Jesus, that talk, and absolutely launches it at this guy, dealing 6 damage. As he will turn round to face the group, and he will just say, leave no survivors.
He's a fucking mad.
Yeah, man.
Henri.
It's me. Just gonna push up. 5, 10, 15,
Yep.
20, 25, 30, 35. And then I'll pull out my my two-handed spear. I'm gonna act all intimidating.
Alright, give me an intimidation check.
Oh shit, okay, grr.
Yep. Very intimidating.
I'm not intimidated.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
think the more kind of confused of the situation is these people just ran in, started shooting up the place to be intimidated by the guy wackily waving around a spear.
Throwing a shovel.
Yes, I'm throwing a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Bralion's turn.
Use? Oh, are you starting his computer?
What now? Oh,
Phew.
In a minute, though.
yeah, you still hear me?
Now I can.
What's up?
I'll swing at this dude again with my longbow. 18.
18 does it.
Dealing 12 damage.
Okay. So still remaining in his spot, he fires the second arrow as that one strikes him as he falls to the floor. Do you want to move?
I want to stick with him.
Okay. Enthir.
I am going to take a shot at. Oh no, I need to change my thingy. Take a shot at this guy. A 15 to hit.
Yep.
It's D8. What's a D8 look like? D8 looks like you.
Sorry, how much?
6, 7, 8 points of damage. And then I'm going to then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and hide.
Oh, you're using the hide action.
Well, no, because I can't as a bonus action, I don't think.
Fair enough. I was thinking
Which one
we'll
did you
get
ping, Paul?
The one on the right.
The one up
Sweet.
here. How much damage did you say? 8?
8, yeah.
Okay. So you basically run out of the shrubbery to fire another arrow and hit this guy. That one sort of gets him in his lower abdomen as he falls, sort of like falls over from the attack. Still barely hanging on. That's your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guard's turn. This guy, not having seen Bralion, is going to come this way. Make an attack on... he will make an attack on E with his crossbow. Shit. 15. Does that hit? 15 does hit. As he sort of pulls out his crossbow and charges past Bralion to fire a bolt into E, dealing it 6 damage. And this one will this way. And he will use his short bow on Lee. 11 to hit.
That misses. I think you're rolling to DM as well.
Am I?
No, so.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
It says it's public.
I'll say, is it the 11 attack with 3 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on there.
Sorry, it looks the same as the previously attack. Sorry, I'm fucking tripping balls, man. You know, apologies.
No worries. Oh. Alright then. That will be the guard's turn over for now. As we roll on to Calen, your turn.
Okay, so I've just fired an arrow in this direction. So in between hiccups, I'm gonna hold my breath, steady aim, and I'm gonna go for another short bow attack on the same, or the guy in that direction. Oh shit, 12.
12 does not hit, I'm afraid.
That's not a problem.
Sort of fire it and you hit the wheelbarrow next to him.
Does it,
Sort of
does
sails
it
past
damage
him.
the wheelbarrow?
Oh, the wheelbarrow has already fallen over.
Okay, excellent.
What more could possibly? You'll
No.
never
I
financially.
mean, if you hit it
recover.
with enough arrows, it could explode. Just saying.
I mean, it's already been hit twice, so yeah.
Right, top of the turn. Beep, beep, beep. As sort of the commotion has brought out some civilians as sort of panic goes out. E is going to make a reaction as they make a break for the exit.
We're fucking killing civilians now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You signed up for it.
So, as a civilian tries to get to the exit, sort of spins round and fires an arrow into the back of the fleeing bystander, killing him on the spot. Sort of. That shit, I can do it. Sort of. From this house. On the wrong layer. These two are basically just going to try and run round him as the guards are basically telling them to stop. They will not. They will sort of ignore them and keep running.
Yep.
He is going to make another attack.
This fucking dude loves it.
26. As he sort of hits the one on the right, sort of falls over. As this person is going to stop running. Doing the whole die on me thing, trying to sort of drag them with them.
I'm gonna ask him. I forget the accent I'm using for this. Are we killing all of the civilians as well?
He's going to turn to you and say, I said leave no survivors, didn't I?
Okay.
As this person is sort of going to try and make a break for it.
I don't really have very many ranged things. I think I'll throw the ice knife. Yeah, let's fucking get it. Hold on. Let me click that shit. Boop. I missed.
Well,
It's got a signal.
So, as you sort of launch the ice knife doesn't hit the person directly as it explodes, catches them as they thought they had escaped.
10 feet, 5 feet, sorry. Get fucked, scrub.
So, as it's still top of the turn, more guards are going to turn up.
Nice.
As it's E's turn, he's going to move 5, 10, and he's going to make a short bow attack on the one on the right. Short bow? Long bow?
Which guards just turned up then, Dan? Is it just the two on the top left
Two
side?
on the left and the one on the top and the right hand side.
Yeah.
So, where do you think I'm gonna go get some?
One of his character sheets and do the off. He will sort of look to the right after killing the civilians, and he will just shoot this guy, and as he staggers back from being hit, he will fall into the wheelbarrow.
How the fuck has you got a +7?
It's level 5.
Fair enough.
Sure, Mummery. To answer your question. It's Henri's turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna. Wait, I'm not even in range. Hold on. 25. I'm gonna use poison spray.
Yep.
That's a terrible damage roll. Sorry, Mum.
Alright, DC 113. What's the save?
If
Constitution.
you've got sweaty fart palms.
Is it the guard to your left?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's the only one you can reach.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack. What's his chops?
Alright, he fails it.
For
For
3 damage.
Oof,
Whoa!
big
Holy
damage.
shit!
Right. You used your move, didn't you? It's Bralion's turn.
I'll probably run 10 feet away. Actually, that's a good point. Thank you.
Alright. Mas?
I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And do. Oh, Iron Light.
Wait, hang on, where have you gone? There you go.
Straight up done one.
Wow, you can teleport.
Oh wait, hang
I'm,
on, sorry.
Oh, where have you gone?
Sorry, was it the thing that we were talking about?
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Oh, man,
Can
that was so
someone
funny.
make a perception check?
I mean, I have a passive perception of 17.
Passive
The
15.
rest of you make a perception check.
17. I've got disadvantage on for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 17 anyway.
17 wasn't high enough, I'm afraid. 21. As you sort of look over the battlefield, Calen, you was making a note of where everybody had been, their movements, but you noticed something. Bralion wasn't. He's just disappeared. You've lost sight of him.
Okay.
Oh, my headset's slow. Give me a sec.
Mine's
So yeah,
is
basically the
invisible.
check was. The check was basically you have noticed that Bralion is not where he was.
Damn, what stealth roll did you make? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, he rolled very high. Having disappeared, I will remove him from the turn order. What you have assumed is you can sort of see footprints leading off to the side. You didn't see him, but you assume they're his, and that he has abandoned his post
Which ways have they gone?
He's sort of gone this way.
Off to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was in this bush, but now he's sort of just done one. Naefir, your turn.
I am going. How big is this building next to me?
Do you mean what sort of?
Is it a 1-story, a 2-story? What is it?
I'm gonna say it's a. So there's 2 floors to it.
Okay. In that case, then I'm going to move to here and take a shot at this guy.
Alright. Roll for your attack.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit, damn.
With what's that? 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. So you sort of lean round the corner of the building, just fire a bow as it goes between Henri and E. Just absolutely clocks this guy. 9 damage, you said, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Right. Do you do anything else? You still got some move left.
No, I'm staying here.
Alright. So it is now the guard's turn. This one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Will make a longsword attack on Henri.
No, it doesn't.
As he feels like he's in too deep, he sort of, out of panic, he kind of misses as he's very jittery.
Fumbles the sword out of his scabbard.
Yeah, pretty much. This one will go 5, 10, 20, 30, 35. He will try and make a shot on Calen. I'm going to make this one with disadvantage though, because you are high up and you... Hang on, how are you doing this, Josh? Are you sort of leaning over the edge, or are you sort of taking cover?
What does it look like?
You just stood in the middle of the platform.
So does it have like a roof? Does it have sides? Or is it just like a...
No, it's very simple. It's just sort of got a wall around it.
Okay.
Sort of maybe like a chest-high wall. Doesn't have a roof on it.
Okay, well I've just pinged someone, so I'd probably still be behind it until...
You'd have half cover.
Or I say otherwise.
Yep. That was what I was trying to figure out, was whether he had half cover or not.
I don't know how
Cover
covering
is-
works.
Half cover's AC plus 2 in it, then 3/4 is plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Off. 9 doesn't hit, so as he sort of tries to make a shot on you, you sort of just duck behind the wall as it pings the metal. Sorry, the wooden wall. This one. Go 5, 10, 20, 30, 35. You will see Naefir to make a...
How much light's around me?
Well, you're right near a door, so you will be illuminated.
Okay.
Door's kind of like here, so it will be shining and you'll be caught within it. Did make the thing tonight. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
For a whopping 2 damage.
Jeez.
Oof.
Oh, big damage.
That is a sheesh if ever I saw one. It's such a good idea, but I don't know if it's going to work.
So that is the guard's turn. Calen, your turn.
The one at the top didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, still got a guard to go.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
What
I'll
did he
take
do?
it.
Hang on. Did I? Oh, yep. I forgot about this dude. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. After seeing this guy miss his target, he's going to make another attack on Calen. As she has the high ground.
DJ Calen.
And did I do that?
You played yourself. Yeah, it's a 5.
But, yeah, damn. 5.
That was
So
all
still
done then.
maintaining your cover. Still just hits the wall. Oh, it's your turn.
In between hiccups, she's like, another one. And then I'm gonna go for this first guy. Again, I'm not moving, so I'm just gonna steady aim that thing.
Advantage.
And hopefully better luck this time. $21 to hit.
21 hits. As he's sort of tussling with Henri, he doesn't notice that you've sort of got back out of cover, shot an arrow, as it sort of just absolutely blitzes him. And this guy is gone.
I'll take another swig from my hip flask.
Second. Okay. Never mind. He doesn't see you take a swig, as he explicitly said that didn't want to see people drinking on the job. Well, he doesn't see it, he's too distracted. But what he is going to do, he's going to cast Zephyr Strike. As he will make a longbow attack with advantage on the guard to the left. Mm. 24. Does he sort of you sort of see wind sort of gather round him in this sort of swirling motion as he fires an arrow into this guy. It gets him in the stomach, sort of knocking him backwards as he's reeling back. Is sort of like a delayed burst of energy, which deals 5 damage, and this guy, the arrow sort of explodes, causing a huge bloody mess. As he is dead. And using the extra movement, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 25, and make a short sword attack.
Making us look like chumps.
Level 5 for you.
Swing, 15. As this guard tries to sort of parry the attack, he sort of makes a little bit of an error as it sort of, as the blade sort of catches his chest, dealing 6 damage. Henri's turn.
Alright. So, I have a spell, I'll put it in the chat, called Flaming Sphere, right?
Yep.
I can move that shit, right? Like spawn it in a place and move it around, set a bunch of shit on. Because like in the second half of it, if you
Sorry, you're cutting out.
I'm trying to make this sphere round about here-ish, and then drag it all the way around to here, setting this house on this tree. I'm trying to set the entire place on fire with flaming like DM's approval that because I can't really.
Okay.
Flaming spear is only a 5 foot thick sphere. Its range is 60 feet. Not it doesn't affect the 60-foot area. It's only a 5 foot sphere.
It's a hold on a sec. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up 30 if you ram the sphere into a. Move the sphere.
Oh, so you could cast it like over.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so you'd cast it like over here, then drag it across.
Yeah,
Straight line. Cool.
that's pretty much.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, dude. Doing it. It's a level 2 spell.
Yep, if you just want to sort of make a marker, because I don't have the fire thing that Paul used.
Sorry, I'll do a thing.
Just
From
do like
here
a red squiggle or something.
to here.
I don't know what it means.
Setting this bitch on fire.
Oh, you'll have to cast it first, and then on your next turn you're gonna have to use your bonus action to move it to here.
Do I not have a bonus action this turn?
So when you cast it, you can't just then move it because you have to wait for stuff to ignite. It doesn't immediately catch fire. And each sort of turn thing is like 6 seconds.
Okay, so no, I can't.
So you're
do
not going to be able to cast it, set something on fire, and then move it. You have to wait till next turn.
Alright, well.
If that's what you want to do.
Alright, well, instead then. I'll just make it appear here. This one, sorry, it's
Okay,
5
cool.
foot. I'm fucking everywhere.
So as you start to cast this sphere, a big ball of fire appears in these trees. Well, I say big, it's sort of, yeah, a small fire starts erupting from this area. You've still got your move. If you want to move anywhere.
Yeah, I'll use my shovel as cover.
Stuck in the ground.
Yeah.
You're just like
I
hiding behind it.
also forgot to do something. Top of the turn. I can't believe I forgot to do this. Some more civilians come out of this house, and they are also going to try and make a break for it. Not seeing Naefir.
Alright, wait, hold on a sec.
He's currently distracted fighting this dude.
What have we got? Yeah, I'm gonna use Scorching Word. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
I'm going to say that
one.
it has to be a Scorching Ray.
Yeah, Scorching Ray. I can get all 3 of them with this.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
14 to hit as well. Okay, so as
Fucking savage.
as Henri sees these people trying to flee out of the building, 3 bolts of fire erupt from his hand, catching all 3 of them, setting them on fire as they're trying to sort of away. As they sort of collapse from being on fire.
Ah?
Naefir's turn.
Very good, huh?
Well played. You killed those innocents.
Absolute
Uh,
betas. Fucking betas.
I am going to dart into this bush and hide.
Are you using that as your action, or are you bonus act? You don't get that as a bonus, do you?
That
That's
is
rogue shit.
24 stealth.
Damn. Alright. Enthir is now hidden. Do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
I am going to just move into a position away from like actual where I came into the bush. So say if I ran in from this north, I'm going to be somewhere like down here.
Okay. Sure. Okay. As Enthir's being a sneaky boy, he hides to set up a possible ambush.
In the bush.
Elamea,
Smells of bacon. It's a ham bush.
JC.
Is it not the guards now?
Yeah, they had an 8.
Yeah, it is. Yep, I deleted the token. So having just been hit by this guy, or been hit by E, he's going to retort with a longsword, two-handed. 17 hits, dealing 10 slashing damage. This one, having seen Henri absolutely slaughter some civilians
I'm hidden, man.
behind a shovel.
Yeah,
He
dude.
saw
Scooby-Doo
the
logic.
fire come from your hand.
Oh,
You can be hidden by all the bloody shovels in the world. He's gonna see fire coming from behind him.
he must have a high passive perception. That's fine.
Ooh.
Fuck, dude. It's like a third of my health, bro. Come on.
I mean, you're setting shit on fire.
Hell yeah. Look at that fucking hits back.
Alright, so he's basically just gonna, before he makes that, he's just gonna shout "Murderer" as he fires his crossbow bolt. It is now Calen's turn.
Okay. There should be one arrow lodged in the side of the watchtower. So I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to ping it at this guy before he absolutely kills Henri behind this shovel.
Which guy?
This guy. I feel like
Okay.
he can have them.
Whoops. Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on now.
Give me a sec.
17.
Let me fix it. There we go.
Oh yeah, you have advantage, don't you? Alright. So as you... Yep, that's big hit. Woof. For 10 damage. This dude ain't looking so hot.
Man's not hot. Perspiration
Man can never be
team.
hot. Perspiration king. So after getting hit by his longsword, he's going to go swing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have advantage, so that's going to be his first miss. Oof. Going to swing again. 19 does hit though. And that is enough to kill him, so he is dead. This guy basically manages to block the first attack but gets caught on the backward swing. We're just going to point at that guard, look to you all and say, just kill him, we've got a job to do. As it is Henri's turn.
I'm gonna look over at you, nod my head, take one step, take the shovel out of the ground. So, hold on, I'll delete this. Whoa, I just deleted
You
the
deleted
entire
yourself.
map. Whoa, I'm sorry.
Yourself before you.
It's all
yourself.
black. Pick up a shovel.
Disappeared from existence, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm going to need to give this certain vision anymore.
Apologies, yeah. I'm in the ether. My eyes go black for 2 seconds.
Boop.
Thank you. I'm just gonna walk right up and cave his fucking
It's
skull
just
in.
sort of like, whoa, Henri, where did you go?
Yeah, I'll use the shovel in one hand and the sickle in the other hand. And just gonna destroy him. Turn him into dog. Like, let's get it.
Okay. So as you pick up the shovel, you get your sickle in your other hand and you sort of just run at him, slice him with the sickle, and then sort of falls on the floor, and you just thrust the shovel down onto his neck, decapitating him. And that is our combat over.
I believe she knows.
I need.
That is considered.
He is basically going to go to the middle and sort of get you all to meet up with him. So if you want to make your way to the centre of this, yeah, the fire's got a bit bigger.
I'm quite big, damn. Jeez.
Alright, simmer down. So is basically just going to relate to the group. Good job, everyone. You dealt with that pretty well. Some more than others.
What was that?
However, our job's not done yet. This?
Yeah, who was these
What
people?
do you mean?
You killed innocents.
These people. They are not innocent.
What have they done?
Followers of our target.
Yeah, they was running and you shot them in the back. Sounds like a bandit to me. And where is Bralion?
They decided to follow this man. They immediately forfeit their innocence.
I guess a bit like us following you then.
Say
Like
what you
that.
will, but you still accepted this job.
Lead on.
He will look around and he'll just say to himself, huh, as he has noticed that Bralion has disappeared, but he doesn't say anything. And then you sort of hear footsteps by a few more than just one person. As I didn't get a token or anything, but this is just going to be a bit of a thing of the mind. You will see people wearing similar clothes to E approach from the south.
I pulled my bow.
Maybe about a group of 10 of them. You will look to. He will look to Naefir, ordering him to put down his weapon.
Why did you hire us if you've got henchmen already?
These guys are just to pick up the scraps. I will take my men to the north here, and you guys will take the road to the east I hope you do your job as he make his way up here. And you guys sort of
Enric's confused. Enric's really confused at the whole situation.
I keep as far away from the fire as possible.
Yeah, it's getting pretty wild now, but we're fucking popping off with it.
alright,
Get some water
so
on it.
this is a
Splash!
Hey, hey,
alright.
it worked. It's working. I hope this last bit won't go away.
It's only embers now, it's fine.
It's gone, well done.
What adventure. We saved the town.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the sea. So, as you sort of take the eastern path, you come across a sort of it's almost like a residential area. There's not many houses, maybe about 5. Can one of you make a perception check?
I'm the back.
Deception or perception?
Perception.
Saga make out.
24.
Perception.
Inception.
24.
Deception.
Okay, so a little further down the road, you can see a house that's slightly bigger than, not slightly, it's a fair bit bigger than the rest. The other houses are basically one floor, like, not exactly huts, but sort of in between that and a house. But the house that you see is sort of like 2 floors, and it's a fair bit bigger. So what do? You can go in any of the houses.
Thank you.
Out.
Yeah, we're going into, I don't know. We'll fucking...
There's 5 one-floor houses, and at the end of sort of like the street, there's one bigger house.
Okay.
So are these on left and right of the road, and we're not that far yet?
Yeah, there's sort of either side, so there's like 3 on the right-hand side and 2 on the left-hand side, and then right at the end is the bigger house.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of similar to the map. It's not that big of an area. It's literally just like a street.
Yeah.
So is our job to kill everybody?
Well, he said leave no survivors, and we're still looking for Ando.
Is there any people in the street or anything?
There's nobody in the street.
Okay, can we move up and like try and peer into the houses a little bit? See if we see any movement.
Yep, so which side do you want to start on the left, start on the right?
Whatever the closest is, because it's a 3 and a 2, they won't be parallel, will they?
The closest is the one on the right, so there's sort of like one closest to you, and then the 2 on the left are sort of opposite
Mm-hmm.
other 2 on the right. So you go to the one on the right. Can I get a perception check if you're gonna look through like a keyhole?
Keyhole, has it not got windows? Yeah, that's a natural 20, so 27.
Okay. So as you look through the keyhole, you see just basically a massive mess. Sort of chairs tipped over. Just stuff everywhere as if they were trying to leave in a hurry.
Can I check the door?
Yeah.
Is it locked?
The door will open. No, it'll open. So you're inside the house now. As I said before, there's still it's just a huge clatter. could you give me another perception check whilst in the house?
That one's a 15.
Sorry?
I will draw my bow and keep an eye out on the street from the front door to make sure we don't get
so you're
flanked
staying
in the house.
You're staying out. Okay.
Yep.
What do you want to do? Do you want to look for anything, or?
I want to look through. Who are we talking to here?
This is above game.
Yeah, no, but are you talking to me or are you talking to Josh?
I'm talking to you. Josh is staying outside. He's looking for possible ambushes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna rummage through the things a little bit. Like, is it just literally people packing bags and stuff, or is there any sort of?
Well, upon further inspection, you're sort of looking. They seemed very much in a rush, so they didn't basically pick up anything. They didn't pick up everything. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the stuff that you find, you get 2 minor potions and 5 gold.
Sweet.
After all that, there doesn't really seem to be anything else. It's just sort of like.
Are there any
books, torn pages?
Yeah, are there any documents or anything to sort of describing what they're doing here?
It's sort of like it's just sort of like a diary of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Most of what you see is kind of like mundane things, so like what they did that day, just boring stuff like I went fishing by the lake, I didn't catch anything today, there's always tomorrow. But there is one thing that you do catch out of the corner of your eye. You see something that mentions about the Green Pact.
Okay.
Your character will immediately know of this, and it's sort of talking about the Green Pact in a negative way, sort of saying that it's an old tradition, and you're not all sort of, there's not much point in always following tradition. It's sort of meant to be.
Fair enough. We're hunting heretics.
Meant to be. What's the word I'm looking for? Some traditions are meant to be broken. For the sake of innovation.
We're like guidelines than actual rules.
But that's the only meaningful thing you get from that diary.
Okay.
What did you find there?
So, Naefir. Nothing much. They seem to be against the Green Pact.
What is this Green Pact?
Are you a wood elf? You're not, are you?
Everyone's supposed to be a wood elf.
I am, but I've been in the woods for like 50 years.
Fair enough. I'm going to say I can never remember the name of the actual deity.
Yeah, I can't either.
Basically, the deity of the wood elves, the protector of the forest. We do not harm trees or anything. We just kill the beasts that live around here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've got a really special relationship with that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely, that's fine. I'm okay with killing these people.
Okay. Whilst they're looking for stuff, Josh, you give me a perception check. You sort of see a door ahead of you clatter as sort of like a villager is illuminated by the light outside. Sort of, they're trying to sneak, but they're not doing it very well. You so they're not trained to be sneaky, they're literally just a civilian. They haven't seen you yet. Do you do?
What's the guy's name that we're looking for? Andel.
Andel.
Andel, is that you?
You're inside the house. You
Yep.
and
If you
I was going to say yeah, you and Naefir are still looking around the house. This is
So
where
I've not
you're-
seen the guy.
Yeah, this is sort of going on while you two are reading through the journal and
Sorry, yeah, I forgot.
looting the place.
My bad.
Place is down to Josh. What do you do?
how far away are they?
In range with shot, or if that's what you're asking. They're probably about 60 feet away.
Would there be anything I could sneak up on them with? Like what kind of foliage are we looking at?
So there is a fair bit of... There's like bushes and small trees around, but there's nothing that heavy that you can sort of slink into.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and...
Seem very nervous, sort of looking around pretty frantically, getting a bit closer to you, very concerned that there was suddenly a load of noise and it's all just gone quiet again.
Wait, so they're coming towards us?
They, hang on, just for argument's sake, I'm going to put these guys in the house. These guys are rummaging round, and you're the one stood outside.
Yep.
They're slowly making their way towards you. They've not seen you. They will soon, if you don't do anything.
Whereabouts are they, sorry?
They're sort of 60 feet away from you down the road, so they're between the second and third house on the right-hand side.
Okay. I am going to
But they're kind of walking down the middle of the street.
quickly bop around this side, and I'm going to ready my net and try and get all three of them as they run past.
There was only just one person.
Oh, okay. I'm going to ready the net for when they run past. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, screw it. If there's only one, I thought there was more than one. Okay, if that's the
Nope, there's
case,
one.
I'm just gonna shortbow now from the
Okay.
front door.
Alright. So as you fire it, you can get a good sight of them because they're illuminated by sort of like a few of the lights outside. As you sort of get the shot in the neck, as they fall to the floor. Do you do anything? Do you run up to them to try, because they're sort of gargling, trying to make noises and stuff?
I'm gonna do 2 bangs on the door, and then I'm gonna run over to the person.
Mhm. So you've caught up to them. You are now up to this second building on the right hand side, so this is where you can go into, this is where the other houses spread off. Is there anything that you do with this person on the floor? Do you just, yeah, what do you do?
I want to ask them where Andil
I mean, they've got an
Riverdale.
arrow in the neck, they're not going to be able to say anything.
They can point.
Sort of going to shrug as they're not going to shrug, but they're going to give a very scared face. It looks like they don't know where he is.
The arrow out and walk off.
Okay. Right, do you hide the body? Do you leave it there?
I will pull it between the houses so that it's not immediately visible from the road.
Okay. So you will find sort of, it's not a huge bit of shrub, but you think it's good enough for now as you sort of just plop the body behind it. By the time you've done that, the conversation between these two about what Naefir found in the journal has concluded, and now they start to come outside to meet up with you again.
I'll inform Naefir of these people not following the same religion as us, and that's why we.
That's Paul.
Sorry, the other one. Josh.
Calen.
Calen. DJ Calen. Okay, I'll remember it now. I'll inform DJ Calen that these boys have in fact been playing themselves, and I'll metaphorically hand him a set of hinges to a door, and hopefully he'll know what I mean.
I don't even know what you mean. What?
When he was on Hot Ones, he did that whole thing
Oh,
about
right, okay.
handing the hinges of the doors to the fuckboy's hand and shit. He's completely crazy. It was so
Fair
funny.
enough.
Put the
You're ragging
hinges
my
in the
hinges of
fuckboy's hands. Manipulate yourself. Be good.
Alright, so that's one house down. 6 to go. Do you keep going through them one by one?
Nah, let's
Nah.
go straight
Which
to the
one do
big
you go
boy.
to? Big one. Alright.
Mhm.
So you move up to the big house. Do anything?
I'll shout for space. Andel! Are you in there?
As he does that, I'm going to slump off into the darkness around it.
As
Yeah, it's a 25 stealth, by the way.
You don't hear anything. You do hear a faint clattering.
I've just realised I actually don't have any fucking spells or anything. I'm level 1 spell. We should likely rest if we want to do anything. Fucking 12 HP as well.
I mean, you're going to need to long rest to get your spells back, and I don't think now's the time.
Well, we'll take like a 4-hour sit down and get our
What, in the middle of a...
But it's 8, but yeah.
And we all would else, but can we not just sit down and meditate for?
Yeah, but you still need to do the full time.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. I don't know, mate.
I think it goes down to about 4 hours, but you still got some potions to get your health back. And there's still houses you've not searched.
I would have given him one of the potions when I found the 2 anyway.
You go, Henri has a potion.
Alright. Sick, well I'll fucking use that shit. Is that a D6 or something?
It's a minor one, so it's what, 2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
Whoops.
Are you guys gonna question my Bralion?
We didn't see him leave.
You're the
Let's do
only
17.
one who noticed that he had abandoned his post. He sort of muttered to himself before he left. But that's all you've really got to go on.
Wait, how do you notice that he wasn't there but not notice him leaving?
He knew where he was at the start. He saw the ambush point, but he didn't see Leon leave.
But just all of a sudden he was gone.
Okay.
Actually see it go anywhere.
Who was the one who noticed that he left, and you saw sort of a bit of a trail leading up to where he went? That's all you know.
So that's 7 points of healing. Nice.
Lovely.
Alright, I'm gonna use one of my wild shape things. Summon a flame atronach then.
Okay.
That's a lot of text. I don't know how we're gonna run this, but
I mean, you only have... What is it that you're looking to do with this?
well, aren't we about to fight?
No. No. What you've done is shouted to building, and you've had some faint clattering. That's literally it.
I don't know what we're doing then.
I mean, you're not going to go inside? All buildings have doors.
Is there any windows? Being a bigger building.
They're only on the ground floor.
Good, because that's where we are.
Mm-hmm. And since I'm in the bushes, I'm going to go and peer in through the side windows.
Well, from where you can see, there are no windows on the top floor. You're basically looking at the front of the house, and you can see some windows on the ground floor.
That's a 19 perception as I'm looking in.
If he's in a
As you're
bush,
looking into
he's
the
going to
building.
be able to see through the window on the ground floor.
Mm-hmm.
So the ground floor, the room is basically lit by a single candle. Sort of just, this house isn't like the other one where stuff was thrown about all over the place. It seems like this person either didn't know what was going on, or that they're somewhat more calm than most people.
Is there any actual material that's in the window? Like, am I looking through anything, or is it just an open wall?
It's this one's basically like a glass window.
Okay.
This house is a bit better than the rest.
Okay, I'm going to look around the rest of the walls to see if there's a upper stairs window or opening or something.
Okay. Sort of as you go around the sides, you notice that there's a window on the back, sort of like on the opposite side of the building that these guys are at.
Okay. Is there any way I could climb up?
You look for it, but there doesn't really seem to be anything you can get purchase on to sort of go through the window, and it's basically a glass window, so you would have to smash it to get through anyway.
That's fine. I'm just looking to try and look through it. But if I can't even get up to it, then yeah, never mind.
You can't get up to it.
I go right back round to the front and say, I don't see anything inside. There's a window upstairs that we can't reach, so just shock and awe, I guess.
Right, so do you just boot the door down? Assuming you're going to go inside and sort of just shoot shit, to be honest.
No, I'll walk up and try the door before we boot it in.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my bow and get ready in case anyone runs straight in.
You try to open the door, but it does not open. It is locked.
Alright, I'll try and pick it then. That's a 15.
15. After a little while, you do manage to do it, but only just.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was a pretty good lock, but or better.
Wait,
So as you sort of...
I open the door quietly.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
That is a 17.
What's the hell your stealth checks? Yeah, pretty good. Everyone else do a stealth check? It's if you're following him in. 16. 17. We've all rolled really well in stealth.
Mhm.
Right, so you're able to walk into the building.
I'll snuff out the candle.
Okay. You're now in complete darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You can see sort of towards, on the left hand side of the building, there's a flight of stairs.
In these lower floors, is there anything of note? Is it like bookshelves, or is it just like the living quarters? What we're looking at?
It's mainly just like a living quarters, so there's like sort of like clothes, there's a bookshelf, pretty standard stuff like a table, an armchair. Nothing really of note.
Okay, I guess we make our way upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Give me-
dock the bow, and I am gonna pull out a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you give me a stealth check as you go up the stairs?
That one's not as good. That is a 14.
Ooh, a 7. So as so you and Henri sort of go up the stairs pretty well, but unfortunately Calen steps on sort of like a loose. It's not exactly a loose step, but it creaks fairly loudly, and you can hear that the clattering has stopped.
Do we hear? Do we see any light upstairs?
You can sort of see light coming through from underneath the door at the top of the stairs.
So the door's right at the top. There's not like a landing or anything.
So it sort of sorry, I should have described this, but when you go up the stairs, there's a tiny bit of a landing.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much of it, so you can still sort of see it as you are at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
You sort of hear footsteps going, sort of moving around. So there is no sort of clattering at all. It's sort of as if this person knows that there's someone inside.
Does it look to correspond with the window room?
From where you are, there's only really like one top room.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare Thorn Whip. Just whoever's.
I'm going to calmly just open the door and walk in.
Okay, let me just do a roll.
I use Thorn Whip on Paul. No.
My legs get pulled from underneath me. Oh shit!
My criteria have been fulfilled.
Okay, so as you sort of try and open the door with a creak, person sort of. So are you going into the room now?
Yeah. I'm just gonna open the door and walk in.
Falling behind them.
So you're gonna hear something fall to the floor and just sort of like a under muffled breath as he sort of tried to take something off the table. But he knows you are there.
I know. I just walked in.
You know, as you go into the room, you notice that this guy resembles the person in the picture. It is
Dell.
Del Riverville. Yep.
Alright, that's time. It's time for Thorn Whip. I pull him 10 feet closer to us.
11 does not hit.
Piercing
He sort of
damage.
manages to dodge out the way. As sort of an arrow comes through the window, sort of makes a shattering and lands right in front of you. As he sort of fumbles through his bag, he picks up a smoke bomb and throws it, and makes a break for the window.
Am I allowed to do anything else?
I run back down the stairs now at the front door.
Okay.
I'm really struggling to picture this room because, like, isn't the stairs going up the back corner and the window was on the back? So he would have to run towards us to get through out the window.
No, so the way that I was picturing it, you guys came in this way is what I'm going to do the picture of. Stairs were sort of here, and then you came in this way where the door was here.
Yeah, and the window was on the back of the building.
So you guys are here.
Yeah.
This is the back of the building.
No, that's the front of the building, because we just walked in.
Oh shit, yeah.
He's right there.
Yep, I know.
Or is it like the doors on the side of the building and the back of the building's actually to our left, his right? So he's running towards us, but he's off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Like on the opposite wall to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Fast feet Calen will catch him. Be fine.
So yeah, you sort of hear the rest of the window sort of like smash and the impact of something landing on shrubbery as footsteps sort of are sort of going away from the house.
Right, well, I'll jump out the window and give chase. Let's get it. Bum, 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 bum.
Alright. Give me a athletics check to chase.
That's an 8.
That is an 8.
Yeah, you can't keep up. With an 8, you're not going to keep up, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna try and chase him.
Yeah, JC was already going down the stairs, man. Could almost catch him coming out the window.
I mean, he was at the back of the stairs, so he would have been already partially down.
Unfortunately, you don't keep up with him. Sort of get to the second, sort of the first row of houses before you've lost sight of them.
Could I have seen him through the window?
Yes, you will have seen that he's made a way towards the entrance of the village.
Well, no, like as I'd looked out the window onto his jumped, would I have been able to fire on him?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I'll take a shot then.
You've got down. Yeah, I was going to say roll at disadvantage, but roll at advantage.
Like I say, I've got 90 feet
Not
of dark.
advantage, sorry, do a straight roll.
Okay. That is a 18 to hit.
Yes, that does hit. However, as he sort of falls over, you see sort of a figure run up to him and sort of pick him up and carry him off.
Yeah, that's fine. It's 1 plus 5, so 6 points of damage, and I'm casting Hunter's Mark on him,
Alright.
which is another 5 points of damage as well.
No, it's only if you make another attack, so the next attack you make you would roll that. Applying the mark itself doesn't do damage.
Oh, fair enough.
Every subsequent hit after that.
Doesn't matter. I can track him now then anyway.
Well, either way, they're out of view for now.
I'm gonna calmly walk back down the stairs and start heading down the road, following the mark.
Alright.
Can I suggest you maybe ask for rest? Because I don't really spells. I can't.
See, well, as they sort of leave the town, you notice that they're getting further and further away at quite a rapid speed, almost as if they've found some transport.
Can I check on the floor for footprints?
I've got an hour to keep track of him. We can follow now, or lose him.
Well, so you're actually in. Let's see that.
Heads up, guys. I've got to go between now and midnight, which is like 11 for you.
But as sort of come to the middle of the town, E is going to come back. As sort of his squad up to the top. They're still fighting and sort of. Essentially, like setting fire to stuff. And he's basically going to come back and ask for a report if you found anything.
We lost your man, Andal. He's fast as fuck, but we've got a hunter's mark on him, so we could fall, I guess.
How long has it been? How long does it take to walk from where we were back to the main point?
I'm going to say it was about 10-15 minutes, so they've gone like really far. He's sort of just going to sigh and be like, well, you can go after him if you want, but I have a job to finish here. Need to make sure that nothing is left.
To say you're following the Green Pact, you've burning down a lot of trees. And I'll walk off and try and find a horse.
Well, he will say...
I'm already walking away.
He'll just stop and go back up. Do you and do you two go with Enthir, or do you finish up here?
I'll ask Naefir where he's going.
I'm following my mark. That's what we're here for now.
Yeah, let's get it. I will also find a horse, I guess.
You will find that these stables here are no horses. So you're going to have to make your way on foot.
The mark that I'm concentrating on, is it still moving?
Oh yeah. At this point, you're probably going to be very lucky if you're going to catch up.
Alright, well, what now then?
Yeah, we can't do anything.
There's nothing to do. We did it. We killed the heretics.
Well, there was
Is this
still a
a
few
horse
buildings that you haven't checked. No, they're dead.
Okay.
Oh, you see one of them dead, but one of the horses was taken by fucking Andel and his accomplice. Technically, you're not done because you didn't search all the buildings, and you've not been up here yet.
Well, yeah, let's follow your man back to his camp. Or, not a camp, it's the battlefield. Let's follow him up.
Yep. Alright. Okay, so you sort of meet up. It seems like the fighting has died down. You see E and this soldier sort of waiting outside a town hall and a building. He's going to turn round to Naefir, and he's just going to say, I thought you was going to chase your mark.
Oh, wait, you said I followed? No, I was heading off down the road.
Okay, Naefir's gone then.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Alright. So he will turn around and ask, where's Naefir run off to?
I believe he's going to do the job you asked him to do, but neither. Josh, did you follow? Are you here, Major?
Yep. Yeah, I'm here.
But neither me or I forgot the
Calen.
Josh's character's name. Yeah, Calen.
DJ.
Neither
DJ
Calen
in class, DJ
can,
Calen.
Yep.
can
The G
read
Calen.
back. So. Not much else for us to do. What do you? Unless you got a few hearts. Jeez. Other than that, yeah, we're sweeping up.
You've sort of looks to Henri. Actually, there is something you can help me with, as you see his soldiers sort of pouring a liquid onto the building. Is sort of going to say, you're one with fire, aren't you?
I am when my pockets are weighed down with gold. Yeah, weird. That work.
He will just look to you and say, well, if you wouldn't mind, as he points to the building, or points to the liquid on the floor.
Really, you got like a whole detachment, people, but because I don't have any spells. I have a
Being
torch. I'll
being
light my torch
disappointed
and I'll
in the
throw my
lack of
torch on the
sharpness.
fire. There you go.
Somewhat disappointed, as there was no flare, but it does the job. As the town hall goes up in flames, and you can hear sort of people screaming in the background as they were trapped inside.
Oh, can we have our gold? Is that in the realm of possibility now? Town hall.
And say, we're not quite done yet. Follow me. As you reach the village, it's a black lamau. That's kind of all I have.
There you
I
go.
did have some other stuff, but it didn't quite go the way I thought it would, so GG.
Nice.
So, am I right in thinking Andel Rivervale is Enthir?
Yes, you are right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sweet.
And then a mysterious man known as E burns down the village. Nice.
So, this E character, I really do not like. But I'm hoping at some point we're gonna get to pin him down.
Completely destroying.
Oh shit. Who knows? That's for
what-
Mummery to decide.
Where did Bralion go? Where did Bralion go?
So that we were
I don't
killing
know, where did he go?
civilians, bits. Good job.
Yeah.
Say that again, Mamas.
He saw that like people started killing civilians, and he was like, "Nope, not what I signed up for."
Yep.
Bit like Naefir, but he's got a job to do.
Weird. It is
Sweet, man.
followed
Well
Nick.
played.
So yeah, that was had to bring out I had to ask for a fair few things. But hey
Yeah, such is the way. Oh, GG's, man.
Well, thank you for DMing that, Danny boy.
Nice one, Dan, lad.
I was originally planning to have a final fight in the town hall, but considering Naefir had done one and so had Bralion, I was like, yeah, screw it. Because
Yeah,
basically what was
burn
going to happen, the first guy that you killed, I can't remember if I mentioned, but he was an elder. The rest of the elders and a bunch of civilians were in the town hall, and there was basically going to be a fight where you guys finish off the elders.
To be honest, I think the idea of the town hall going up in flames and just hearing the screams and cries from outside, that's really good character development for this fucking E douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did the right call by not having that fight.
I also had some encounters for inside the buildings. Do you know, off to the right, but you were like, nope, going for the main one. And then,
Yeah, we were
then you're
chasing.
just like, nope, follow Andor. So I was like, oh well, guess that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, we were chasing.
So I guess editors know the people that were still left inside those other buildings. The army sort of came back and sort of did the same.
Yeah, we figured that since they'd just burned down everything.
What he was going to say is that he was going to say that the trees died as soon as they became a part of this infestation.
Right, so ready for burning. Yeah.
So he saw that anything inside sort of the wall was already corrupted. Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, well, he's got that like circle of life in order for things to. And he set it right in the eyes of nature. Things have to be destroyed, bad cut from trees, etc. He's all about that. He doesn't really mind too much. Bit of murder hobo.
No, Naefir's more of he doesn't care one way or the other, but like if you're going to be pushing sort of a religious pact on someone else, then he's just going to go along with the actual sort of attacking the people attacking him. Like he was not interested in taking out any of the civilians or anything like that. He had a target.
I kind of figured that, considering it was only he that was doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, shit.
Well,
I was
Enric's
kind of
got-
hoping that some people would take shots, but he had to take them all.
I mean, murder hobos over there.
Yeah, he's got 9 intelligence. He probably just didn't really understand.
He was torching people right there in the town square.
I was off and off, man.
Man, his KD's through the
Yeah.
roof.
I
Yeah.
had one level 1 spell left, and that was it. I think I used them. I didn't use Moonbeam though. Bam.
Moonbeam's quite tricky to use though, because it's like it's stationary and
Yeah.
they can quite easily move out of it on their turn.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you some of the encounters that I had planned in the buildings if you wanted. As it'd be a bit of a waste otherwise.
Well, I could say, like, does it would it affect anything that we can reuse later, or is it something that's specific to now?
It was literally just theory of the mind stuff. So,
Yeah, but I mean, like in terms of like the engagement, would it have mattered if people are there, or is it like lore that you can just tell,
Do you mean law that you can just tell?
like stuff we would find rather than people we would interact with?
Oh, you won't find anything about this.
Okay.
It was mainly just like, so one of them. Okay, yeah. So there was no law implications on it whatsoever. It was just sort of little theatre of the mind things that I thought about that I figured could have been quite interesting.
Yeah, so we could delve into Fraser's psyche as he's torturing a load of civilians, strapped into a chair.
Shovel, man.
Sort of gonna be like,
Oh yeah, the shovel.
and you would have to choose whether you let them live or not. Another one would have been this source who was undercover for E.
Oh my fucking god. I was thinking like a big pot of like
That reggae.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he was going to be a bit of a banterous fellow. But yeah, just stuff like that really. Considering the way you played it, I had to like cut out half the stuff that I had planned, but it doesn't matter.
Don't worry, that happened in mine as well.
It was mainly non-consequential stuff.
Still stuff you can reuse though, you know.
hmm
Put it-
So it's not because this place is completely gone.
Yeah, but I mean in your concepts, like specific tropes of characters, like choosing whatever kind of stuff can be used elsewhere, you know. So it's not a bad thing.
I suppose there's one thing that you would have missed out on, because I was planning that you would have found out his name from the spy. Sort of like, oh, I bet he told you to call him E, what, like, kind of thing. Like, oh, he's so edgy, kind of thing.
Well, it's cool. We've got a code name now to hunt for.
But it's up to you, Mummers, as to whether, because him and Bralion were in the woods first, whether Bralion knows his name or not.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if you want to keep that as a thing where we have to find out what it's called.
Yeah, I think.
What? So we could put his name in the fucking death note.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's more like if we're searching for him, we're going, oh, who ever seen E? People are gonna be like, what the fuck? Who's E?
People are gonna know who he
more,
is.
It's more of a code name.
Exactly.
Than anything.
Yeah, code name for
What an
ecstasy,
absolute
right?
Reference, Paul.
I didn't.
We've
hear
got
it.
his
What was it?
picture. We just need to write his name in the book.
Yeah.
Oh right.
In the Green Pact diary that
Ugh, the Green Pact home.
There it is.
guys, this has been awesome. Well played, Danny boy.
Nice lad.
I am gonna head off though because I'm absolutely fucked and I've got an early start tomorrow.
No worries. We're all nice and set up for a Tuesday now. Get back into it.
Absolutely. And then we've got EJ stuff to be doing.
Hell yeah. I am also working tomorrow, so I'll pop off as well.
No drama.
Well played today, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday.